Guys, this machine here, I bought it for the purpose of doing preparation of fodder for cows. See, I have had this project of the cow feeding troughs. So this one is supposed to be the machine for cutting up, for chopping up the fodder. So I bought this one, and after looking at it carefully, I realized that this machine is made up of two parts, which in a way are independent. You see, there is the lower part there, which is like a machine for thrashing or crushing grain, and then the upper part is a chopper for chopping up fodder, like maize stalk or napier grass stalk, things like that. And these two are driven at the same time by a common motor, which is usually attached somewhere on this frame here. You see? So after looking at it carefully, I realized I can separate these two machines maybe along here, so that from here going down you have one machine which is like that grain crushing machine, and then from here going up to this top part is the chopper for fodder. That way I can assemble this, each of the two pieces separately, because guys, it's not necessary to have the motor, the lower part, running when you only want to use the upper part. So I can assemble the two independently, each with its own motor. So that is what I have decided. I think I should separate them. Already I can see there is a hinge. This place is hinged here, this part, so that you can actually open the top part here. But this part, which is still part of the upper part of the hinges, is still part of the, is going to go as part of this crusher, this of the chopper, which is not what we want. We want I want the chopper to be completely independent, so this part should go together with the lower part to define one machine from here, like along that line there, this line here going all the way down is one, and then along the same line the upper part is another separate machine. So that's what we need to do to separate the two. See, when you open this top part here, if you open this top part, you can see the inside there you have the blades. These blades, I think there are how many? 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4, turning like that. So they turn in this direction, and there is a weighting blood, the fixed blade, part of the blade down there. So the grass is fed from this side. There are those feed rollers here, these feeding rollers here. See, it turns like that. So these feeding rollers, you can see them more clearly from this angle. They turn there like that. So they pick the fodder from here and feed it into the blades. So I want to separate these two machines, I mean the machine, into two separate ones. So there you are. I have separated at the hinges. That is no big deal, because I only undid this nut here, this bolt here, and then from the hinges there were pins in these two, and then I removed those 2 pins and the machines were separated. That is the lower one, and this is the upper one. But there is still there's a bit of a challenge because that machine, this curved part here, this part here going all the way there, this part is really part of that machine there. It's part of the other one. It's not part of this top one. So we need to cut through here to recover this top part for that machine, and then we can fabricate something for the remaining part of the machine as the chopper. So basically that we need to cut through this place here. So you see, I have drawn a line, the black line. You see that line going all the way to that place. Need to cut through there because this part has no purpose for the upper unit, and because it is not easy to cut into a curve like that, I will just sew through that straight line like that, and do the same for the other side, on this side here, somewhere there. You see. So let's see what will happen when we separate these two machines completely like that. So this part of the machine has now been cut off. You see, has been cut along here like this, and that one. So there was a boundary there, but it wasn't a problem. So this part here functionally is part of that second machine there. So ideally we will put it here. We will set it on top of this one. On top of this one. How? Like that. We'll go into that one like that. This is just a cover for regulating the flow of grain. It's just a cover. And so that machine on its own will serve a particular function. That one there will stand on its own like that, and we can then have a motor attached on this frame here. You can have a motor which will turn a pulley turning this shaft here. Okay, I think that's the way it is made. I'm trying to understand it. Yeah, those are the hammers inside there. So it goes in that way, like that. Then this other head here is the previously top part, and remember we were able to open here. We were able to open this location, this nut here, in order to flip that open like that. And now the whole thing is open. I need to remove this machine from here. That one. And now we have this separated, completely separated now. So what remains of this, what remains here now is, I think we will have to make a frame. We'll have to fabricate a frame for that head. It looks so small for this. we'll fabricate another head for this, some kind of a frame. We will cover that bottom part. Yeah, we shall cover that. How does it work? Yeah, we will cover this part here, from here all the way to this point, the whole of that, so that the fodder can be thrown out through that part, like that. Yeah, I think that is the way. There is something. See this thing here, we have to put it back somewhere. Yeah, so basically that. So we will now embark on the task of making these two machines functional. That one as a chopper for fodder, and this one here as a portion mill for thrashing or crushing grain. I think that's what it is meant for. Yeah. So guys, let's keep going doing this. Let's do this and see what happens. So guys, the chaff cutter is here. This chaff cutter, this one here, the green one. You see that chaff cutter, we want to put the entire this assembly, we want to have a stand for it here. See, that is the stand, the four-legged stand. So we want to find a way of mounting the prime mover, that is the motor, which is in the form of an engine. This is a engine here, over there. We want to mount it inside below here, well, on this frame. See, the square part of the frame here, that is where this chaff cutter will be. See that one? And then imekuwa refu sana, nimekuwa nasema ukate fupi kidogo, so that this head will sit on top of this frame, and below it we'll have the engine, which is like the one for turning. This is the one to be used to turn this wheel here. This wheel, when it turns, it will turn the blades inside there. The engine is over there, so my engineer here is working on the frame. We want to find a way of mounting, to set up a frame on which we shall mount the engine. And once the engine is mounted, we shall set it at a location, at a position which can be such that these fan belts here, see the V belts, can go into the pulley here, like that. And from that side, this other part here will come to will run over the main pulley of the chaff cutter. So we're continuing with this. This is part of the cowshed project, guys, the cattle feeding project. Remember, we cut off the drums to make the troughs. Now we are making this chaff cutter here, mounting it on the frame there. So my engineer is ready to put that over there. So what we have done now so far is to put the main head of the chaff cutter on top of the frame, which we have fabricated here at the shop. And the engine is here. We don't have an engine. We borrowed this one for purposes of testing only. So it is sitting there. The fan belt is there. So we have not even finished making the frame. We have just set it by attaching those pieces of metal at the bottom to give it the final, to give it the position where it will be at when it is finished. So there it is. So we want to start and see whether this thing will move. You can see inside the blades are there ready. If I pull this belt here, you can see the blades attempting to start moving. Are they moving? Are the other way? Yeah, you see the blades will move like that. So what we have done is we have tightened these bolts here to make sure these blades are secure against the fixed blade, which is somewhere down there, and the feed gears are here, and these ones are for changing the direction of the roll. So we want to start it and put some grass inside here and see what happens. Put some napier grass in there. So guys, we are doing a test run here. We are doing a test run and the machine is here running. You can see, but the engine is a bit unstable. But the main part of the machine is rolling quite okay. And I want the engineer to put some napier grass there. We'll see what is happening. Not bad. Ebu weka ingine. Let's see. Hai, treni natokea wapi? Treni inatolea wapi? Okay. So, want to increase the speed a bit. Weka hiyo. Weka. Ngoja naye. Sawa. Okay. Something wrong. and you see today here the chaff cutter, guys, is being taken to the village. You see the chaff cutter here. It's on the car and it's being secured nicely. So there's a trip to the village right now here. You see the machine here. We want to use it to get it doing some duty back in the village. So I'm here almost taking off, almost starting the journey. And a host of other things are also here. These are bars for some kind of construction. You see these ones, some kind of work to be done down there in the village. But today the main thing is to take this machine here back to the village in order to get it doing some work, because you know, the kind of feeding of or chopping of the feed for the animals there is not efficient. So we want to use this little machine here, which I found is chopping the fodder into small pieces, which are less prone to waste. So this machine here is tied, it's secured here nicely here and over here, so so that no movement when the car starts moving. Here it is. So I'm trying to shake it to see whether it is firm enough. I think it is quite firm. And this one, everything is okay. So guys, we'll see you at the village when we are chopping the fodder. We'll be chopping the fodder using this guy here. We'll see you there, guys. So guys, I'm already here near the cow shed, and we have arrived here in the village. And down here we have been preparing the fodder. It was almost getting spoiled here, almost getting spoiled, but the fodder is, most of the green one we have already sorted, and the work of chopping it up is already underway. Yesterday we were, after arriving, we were able to test whether the animals will be comfortable with the grade of fodder, the fodder grain size, or the chop size, which we have managed to achieve. So the animals have shown that these cows, they're enjoying the small size of the grain. See, she's coming to check on me here. She's coming to, she's trying to eat my hand. Hey, they don't eat my hand, you. So the other guy is sleeping there. So the grain size is much smaller now. You see, the fodder has been chopped to much smaller pieces, and these smaller pieces, they are easier. I think the animals are enjoying. And the young one here has finished everything. He has eaten everything. See, nothing is left there. And that is what we are looking for. We want, before we deal with other factors like digestibility, we want the uptake to be good, so that the animal can eat enough of the ration for the day, that it should not be obstructed by the quality that was previously being done. You see these big chunks, big pieces, the animals were not comfortable with that. You see, all this is waste. So now we are chopping smaller pieces, and these guys seem to be enjoying the whole thing. So right now what we are doing is to process more fodder, which we are now going to put in a silage. we are chopping up some more fodder over behind the trees there, so that we put it in a silage, because if we already had so much of it here, if we leave it here it will go bad. And I can hear the sound of the machine over there, the other side, guys. So over here I'm walking to the place where they are doing the chopping behind here, and our little machine is there working. The little machine is there chopping the fodder, guys. You see? Hey! Guys, you see the machine is enjoying himself, the little green machine. It's throwing the fodder all the way here. So the two guys are they're feeding the fodder over there. And the machine is here working. You see the stand we fabricated. And it is throwing the fodder over this point here. The young man here, you can see him smiling here. He's enjoying the whole thing. The episode here. You see, the silage box is over the other side with the two compartments. So this fodder is we're going to put it inside there, guys. We'll show you everything. See? There it is. So guys, the work on the silage. The machine is here. See, the mill is here, and the silage box is there. You can see my friends are working over there. The silage, the machine is here, guys. Today we managed to do what? We managed to shred all this silage here. I don't know how many tons, maybe like 3 tons or thereabout, or 2.5 tons. But unfortunately our machine suffered some damage here, guys. You see this missing cogs, missing teeth of the cog here, and this one, see that one, because some piece of metal went inside there and hit the blades, and the machine stalled. And so this machine has to be taken back to Nairobi city for fixing. Oh, so bad, too bad. But we had just finished the work of shredding. So these guys, you can see, let me show you from near here. You can see these guys here, what they are doing. They are compacting. You see, they're compacting using their boots. They are compacting the silage. You see, they are kanyagaring. Hey, it's very. We don't have any other way of compacting. And there is a fan here who is looking at and enjoying the work, and he has been assisting me also. And you see, compacting. So what they are doing is they put a little, like a layer of something like 6 inches, and then spread it out, and then they apply some chemical there, molasses. And once they apply the molasses, they apply the force, they step on it like this. We don't have any other way of compacting. So this is what we do here. After that, we shall cover with this polythene sheeting. We shall cover everything so that it is airtight, and leave it to mature for something like 21 days, 3 weeks. See? So what has gone in there is something close to like 1.5 tons, and almost a ton sitting on the ground here. So we're about to finish this, about to finish the process, and the day is advanced. You can see the sunset there. It's approaching quite fast, and the ground is very, very wet, guys. So today there was that setback. I said this machine suffered some damage over here. This has to be taken back to some kind of engineer to fix it, to fix the cogs. This teeth broke because the machine took in a piece of metal from there by accident. But it will be okay. It will be okay, guys. So you see them there, almost finishing compaction. Unataka ingine? Tulete ingine? Okay, they want us to add some more of this material here. So we are going to put them, to give them some more, starting with what is here in these bags here. So guys, my machine, which had a problem, it broke some of its cogs on this wheel here, this assembly here, and on this one. It's now in action, guys, courtesy of my tinkering. You see these 3 cogs, 1, 2, 3, these were broken on that particular gear, but remember this gear is the same, it's one piece. Here you can see I'm trying to grind, trying to fix this. And on this one, the upper one here, it had lost 1 piece here and 3 on this side. Somewhere underneath here it had lost. Can I see that one? I need to turn this. I need to turn this to show you. Let me turn from here. Let me turn this. There is the other way. Guys, here. It had lost 1, 2, 3. So because I had no one to assist me, you know what I did is I took welding electrode. You know the welding electrode, this type, like this is a piece of it. You see this wire here. I took this electrode made of cast iron, because this whole thing is not steel. This whole gear and also this is made of cast iron. So I bought 3 welding rods, cast iron electrodes, and I filled slowly, painstakingly filled in this one and this one and this one on this cog, and also on this side I filled I think this one here. You see that? You can see it is, but it's even very difficult to differentiate it from the rest of these ones. So this machine is now in action, guys. So I filled in by welding, by spot welding, this, not spot, but yeah, it's like spotting slowly until you build a mold of cast iron here and then grind it down. I can't show you, I did not record that video, but it is because a piece of metal was sucked in here, you know, in that tray. A piece of metal was sucked into that tray when we were cutting fodder, and it went into the blades, and even one of the blades here, one of the blades suffered some damage. Let me open this. These are the blades, and I think it is this one right here. You can see it suffered some dents here. Is it that one really? No, it's not that one, but that must be one of the ones that hit the piece of metal. because the one that was affected most, the one that was hit most was this one here. You can see the dents over there. Yeah, but now we've sharpened that, and the rest, you can see the remnants of the fodder here. So the gears are back, the blade is okay, and so the machine is basically in action. What we have, the only other thing we have modified is over in the stand here, this main stand down here. We have put these adjusting slots here, these adjusting plates, so that when you fit the belt is on the other side over here. So when you fit the belt here onto the pulley, the big pulley, the main pulley here, and then the pulley on the motor here, and you have the hinges over there. There's that bolt hinging over there and on the other side, so you can push the whole thing. You can push it down. You can push it down to tighten that belt with ease. These cogs on this side for the feeder drum here, these were not affected, guys. These are intact, but I can see the grease. There's a effect of drying the grease. This needs greasing here, and also in this greasing nipples here and here. So basically it's okay. And by coincidence I got a call from another gentleman who is my friend called Boko Boko. He repairs machines like this, and a friend of his had a similar problem, but his was too much, so he had to get it fixed, and he consulted me and guided him on where to get this gear, and he bought the whole of this and fixed it. So there we are. Fix and put this back here. So we will continue cutting fodder, guys, on our small little machine here. And when I open this, my orange, I place my orange here where it has been squashed by this cover. Oh, so guys, we continue cutting fodder.